Hiroshi, just 13 but with a spirit as old as the legends he adored, shielded his eyes. He stood in his school uniform, a stark contrast to the scene unfolding before him. The gate he'd discovered beneath Kyoto didn't just open, it exploded in a blinding, silent flash of light. When the glow finally receded, the familiar world was gone. He was somewhere else, somewhere hidden deep beneath the ancient city, a labyrinth of stone walls that seemed to breathe, shifting and rearranging themselves, their surfaces etched with glowing holographic kanji that pulsed with an otherworldly energy. The air itself hummed, charged with a power he could feel on his skin. The scroll, clutched in his hand, the very one that led him here, grew warm, its glow intensifying. New lines of text, ones he had never seen before, began to snake across the parchment. They didn't just appear, they whispered into his mind, a chilling, ethereal voice that warned only the one with courage may pass. He swallowed hard, the weight of those words settling in his gut. This wasn't just an exploration anymore, it was a test. A test he had to pass. His gaze darted around the shifting maze, trying to find a path, a pattern, anything. But there was only the silent, imposing stone and the ghostly light of the kanji. He was alone, and the real journey had just begun. A flicker in the corner of his eye. Not just a flicker, but a shadow detaching itself from the wall, growing, solidifying. Hiroshi stumbled back as a colossal figure took shape before him. It was a guardian, a mechanical beast modeled after the lion dog statues from the shrines above, but this one was alive. Its joints hissed with ancient power, and its eyes, two massive emeralds, flared to life, pinning him with their gaze. A voice deep and resonant rumbled through the chamber, shaking the very stones around them. "Prove your worth," it thundered, "or be trapped here forever." Hiroshi's heart hammered against his ribs. This was it, the first trial. His small drone companion, a faithful gadget he'd built himself, whirred to life beside him, projecting holographic maps into the air. But the data was useless. The walls kept shifting, twisting the corridors into a disorienting maze of illusions. Just as panic began to set in, the small fox spirit, his mystical guide, leaped to his side. Its 9 tails ignited, glowing like ethereal flames, and it nudged his hand, a silent but urgent command to move forward. He took a deep breath, his fear warring with his determination. He had to keep moving. He had to prove he was worthy. Every step was a new challenge. Every corridor presented a riddle he had to solve to proceed. These weren't simple word games. They were tests of wit and observation, woven into the very fabric of the labyrinth. In one chamber, he had to match a series of ancient symbols, flashing in a chaotic sequence, his memory stretched to its limit. In another, he manipulated beams of light, angling them with reflective surfaces to unlock a hidden passage, a puzzle of pure logic and shadow. His drone worked overtime, analyzing patterns, while the fox spirit would occasionally point out a detail he'd missed with a flick of its fiery tail. Each trial unlocked a small shrine hidden within the maze, and with each shrine, the hum of energy in the air grew stronger, pulling him deeper. It felt like hours, maybe even days, had passed in this timeless realm. He was tired, his mind aching from the constant strain, but he couldn't stop. He was getting closer. He could feel it. Finally, after what felt like an eternity of twisting passages and mind-bending puzzles, he saw it. A towering stone door, different from all the others. It was immense, unmoving, and engraved with a single, intricate emblem. He'd been chasing the symbol of the relic. The scroll in his hand blazed with an almost painful intensity, the parchment so bright it felt like it might burn right through his fingers. He looked at the door, then at the scroll. This was the final gate. The fox spirit, sensing his hesitation, brushed against his leg. Its whisper was not of warning this time, but of solemn truth. "The truth is beyond this door," it murmured, its voice a soft echo in his mind. But so is the danger. He knew it was right. The greatest rewards always came with the greatest risks. Taking a shaky breath, Hiroshi placed both hands on the cold ancient stone. He pushed the door, which looked like it should weigh tons, glided open with an eerie silence. A flood of pure golden light poured out, so brilliant it forced him to squint. As his eyes adjusted, he saw it. Suspended in the center of the vast chamber beyond was the relic. It pulsed with a gentle, rhythmic light, a beacon of immense power just waiting to be claimed. He took a step forward, his heart soaring with triumph. He'd done it. He'd found it. But before his fingers could even graze the air around the artifact, a silhouette stepped from the shadows at the far side of the room. It was tall, cloaked in shifting holograms that distorted its form, making it impossible to see a face. A voice, cool and laced with an unnerving authority, echoed through the chamber, cutting through the golden light like a shard of ice. "That relic does not belong to you, boy." The words hung in the air, a final, unexpected challenge. Hiroshi froze, the joy of his discovery instantly replaced by a chilling sense of dread. He wasn't alone, and he was standing in the way of someone far more dangerous than any stone guardian.